Okay, your new excuse me. Okay, your new volumizer arrived. Within the next couple of days, you want to check for flaws in quality control. So you open the box up and you make sure that everything is intact, that you have your maintenance brush, your connection points, and your volumizer. At that point in time, you want to take the volumizer out. You'll have a flash drive that you can give your client that actually tells them how to take care of the volumizer in the shower and outside of the shower. Open the volumizer up by removing the netting. You want to run your hands through it, check for hair, make sure it's not shedding, make sure the hair feels really well and wonderful. Just run your hands through it, feel it, look at it. Flop it over onto the back side, check and make sure all the connections are all good, that the netting's good, that the hair is connected right, and that this is our new lace volumizer. As you can tell, there's a French lace right there. It's the most unique thing that we have right now, and our part is French lace. So this is something you really want to look for. Go in, reach in and get your maintenance brush out of your tool kit and slightly brush. Make sure that you're not going to get any hair coming out. I think that it's proven that it's a quality piece of product. There's no shedding. The hair looks very nice. And the next thing to do is we'll go to how to shampoo and condition the volumizer prior to your client coming in. Thank you. Okay, this is our French lace volumizer, which I have found out has two applications. One with people I'll show you later that are losing their hair quite a bit and you can't use a regular volumizer. And then this also works well for the people that want French lace in the front instead of just the regular volumizer. Let me sort of show you how that happens. Go through the first two holes in the middle, right down through, just like you would the volumizer. Get your staple of hair, close your VL, grab your hair, pull through, put your connection point on, lift this back up, go back down, get another staple of hair, come through, get your transformer, and you hook it right up under, just like you regularly do a regular volumizer. Then that's like that. It'll snug it all the way around. You just keep working. Oh, do it one more time. Lift up. See how it's connected under there? Go through the first hole in the front, go through the very bottom one, go straight down, get a piece of hair, your VL, close it, get your connection point, pull it through, go back down through, get a piece of hair, come back through it, get your transformer. All the rules still remain the same. Parallel to the part and slightly twist and bend, give it the movement, lays it right down. Now you can come back after you install the whole thing and you would cut this lace right there, right along the hairline. You'd never see it. And you can blend it in, make bangs or whatever, but that's exactly how you hook it, just like that. And it hangs just like that. You can get it a little tighter if you'd like, or loose. I usually pull it down. But that will do that in, and then install the volumizer the way that you normally install. Okay? Thanks. Okay, it's now time to prepare our model, our mannequin for the for the French lace volumizer. As you can tell, she has no hair visible to be able to attach a volumizer to. So that's why we made the French lace volumizer, was because we can have hair and we can attach it. This mannequin was blown dry and then flat ironed. That's how you should do all your clients that are going to receive any one of our volumizers. They should be blown dry and flat ironed so that the hair is easy to pull through the connection points and fixing points. To prepare this model first, we use Dawn liquid detergent soap, and we use little strips of cotton, squeeze it out really well, and we clean the forehead because there's nothing that cuts oil better than Dawn liquid detergent, or they wouldn't use it on the ducks. They get oil in the ocean. And I really scrub it in. I don't really press hard. I just clean it up. I make sure that I get all the makeup and any kind of residual. Make sure you don't run it into her eye. Let it sit on there for just a little bit. Then come back and wipe it off with a dry piece of cotton. Okay, now I've cleaned the surface. Make sure that none of your cotton gets stuck in any of the stubbles that where you've had to cut a little bit of hair off. Now I come back with 91% grain alcohol because I want to make sure there's no oil, no water, no nothing. And I really clean the area well with alcohol. I'll do it twice just to make sure that everything's coherent. Always keep you a towel or keep your hands so that you can keep anything from running down in her face. A lot of women tend to want to use different cosmetics up around the hairline for wrinkles and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you get all that off there. Let it set and dry. Now that it's dried, it's time to apply my adhesive. The adhesive that I'm using is Adhere 360 by Max Adhesives. There's a lot of adhesives out there, but I found Max to be one of the best ones I can find. And their remover is fabulous. If you'll notice, I've taken a eyebrow pencil and lightly dotted around a line for the hairline, so I know exactly where my hairline is going to be. You don't want to come down this far, because you have people wrinkle their eyebrows up, and where the wrinkles stop usually is right where the hairline is. And you don't want to go past the wrinkles, because it'll cause the adhesive to let loose. So I take and screw my cap up, and I start dotting my adhesive on. And I'll do this also on the French lace volumizer, on the part that will be attached. And you just start moving it straight across. Now this will dry clear. It will not dry white. And any adhesive that's down below the hairline, you can go back and clean up with your adhesive remover after it's over. But you want to make sure you have enough to get the job done. Pull it slightly up into the hairline. I will give it 2 applications to 3, depending on how much hair the person has and how much hair the volumizer has. This will dry completely clear. Now I'll apply it to the volumizer. Keep it out of the French lace as much as possible. You want more on the person than you do on the volumizer. See how clear it's drying on the volumizer already? Okay. You can see right here where it's starting to dry now. Let that set for a few minutes and then come back. Okay, as you can see, it's starting now to dry clear. You don't want it to dry all the way through straight, because it won't attach as well. So it's time now for another coat. Lightly dot right at the base. Now just drag it up from the base. And then lightly drag down. Drag up. When this is attached, you won't believe how it sticks. It's not going to go anywhere for 5 weeks. At least 4. I've been doing this for about 5 months now, and I know what I'm talking about. What I'm using is a technique when I was in commercial art and advertising called a dry bond. If you take 2 pieces of material that have adhesive on it and they're dry, you press them together, they will adhere and you cannot get them apart. So basically this is dry bonding. Okay, I got that. Now I'll do the volumizer one more time. Make sure you don't get up in here. You don't want to get into the French lace. Now the French lace can be glued down or adhered down, but you want to do it on dry. You don't want the adhesive to press through and get in the hair. So when you do it, you can lay it down here. She wants a little longer hairline, and then cut the French lace there. A pretty unique situation. I don't know anybody else has it out yet. They always seem somebody to knock us off. Okay, I'll let that dry. Okay, now the adhesive is almost completely dried. I'll line up the 2 volumizer and my client, model, mannequin, whatever you want to call her. Excuse my movement of the camera. Drag it forward, line the 2 up. That's how it goes, just like that. Press it down. Look what happened to the French lace. You can't even see it. Then you hold it for 3 to 5 minutes, pretty snug. You don't want to put pressure on their head, but you want it to be adhered. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, it's dried now, and it's time to cut the French lace. But you can barely hardly see this lace right now. So it's really difficult to be very careful. Not difficult, it's just very important that you be very careful that you cut right where you want it to be. That's the neat thing about this French lace, is it lays so nice and neat. It looks like it comes right out of the scalp. Where in the other volumizers, you have that rim, which is wonderful. But I have some clients that wanted to French lace for a while because they wore wigs with French lace. Look at that. Looks like it comes right out of the scalp. Can't beat it. Then you let go of it, and it lays perfect. Use my noise. Look at it. Comes right out of the scalp. Look. And this lady has no hair under there. None at all. But now it looks like she's got a full hairline. Just with our new French lace volumizer. I think it's going to take off like hotcakes. Look at that. You can't beat it. I could lightly spray that now with water, blow it dry. She'd have a perfect bang line. Look at that. It's perfect. Now we'll show you how to install the rest. Installation of the adhesive front and the cutting of the French lace. Now we're just like a regular volumizer. We're starting to roll just like a tortilla or tamale or whatever you want to call it, maybe a crepe, all the way to the front. If you'll notice, being that we have French lace now, the hair's not attaching to the fiber or the polymer that we used to have to worry about all the time. The French lace, it just rolls right on up. Now to the front where the adhesive is, and I take my clips and I clip it down. Take my other clip and clip it down. Now, the same instructions of installation for all volumizers are the same now, other than the front of this. See? Now take my VL tool. I go through the connection point, fixing point, go straight down, get some hair, close my VL connection, come through connection, go back through the connection point, come back up through. That's that short hair of hers. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. There we go. Take my transformer. Get a hold of it. Grab a hold of the hair. Roll. There we go. That's my first one in. Let's bring her back a little bit towards the camera. Lean her head back a little bit. Let's do one on this side just to secure it. Go back down through, get a little bit of hair, pinch it, come back through. Go in, go all the way to the net, slightly turn, you got it. Unroll, roll her back just a slight bit, maybe a half an inch. Like that. And continue on. And that's it. That's the volumizer with the French lace and installation. Thank you very much.